All right, welcome everybody. This is an overview of week 6. So we're going to go through the one step. We're going to go through the weapons form. We're going to work a little bit on some sparring drills, and we're going to talk about some board breaks, and we're going to go over the segments of your form. So it's a lot. We're going to break it down into pieces. And we're going to start off with a warm-up. All right, adults. Your warm-up, I want you to do those super squats, or squat with side kick. Again, when you do it, you're going to drop down, kick to one side, drop down, kick to the other side. And every time you do 2 kicks, that counts as 1. Then I want you to do a lunge and pick up your back leg front kick. Put it back, lunge, and front kick. And that's going to be 10 on each side. And then I want you to try to do 10 burpees with push-ups. So you got to drop down, do a push-up, come back, jump up 10 times. And then I want you to work on adult dead bug. So you're going to touch opposite leg and reach up, maybe trying to get your toes and not let your feet touch the ground. Every time you touch, 1, 2 is 1. So both legs 1. And I want you to try to do 20 total on that. So the total of 40 touches. And go. So welcome back from your warm-up. And I trust your integrity. I know you have great black belt, yes I can attitude. So what we're going to do now is we're going to stretch, and I want you to take about a minute on each of these stretches. So first one, go ahead and go feet wide and keep the knees locked, toes pointed up, and just lean forward. Keep the back straight and try to stretch at the hip, not at the shoulders. And then go to one side and stretch down. Try to eventually get that hand all the way to that foot. And then same thing, other side, stretch it down. Let those lats stretch by bringing your hand over the top. And then you're going to go to butterfly stretch, bringing both in, and then try to get the knees on the ground. And then we're going to hold onto the toes and walk the feet out. And we're going to do 1 minute of that as well, holding those toes or as close to it as you can, bending at your hips, not at your shoulders. Then you're going to lie back, bring one knee across the body, hug it to the opposite side, and you can lift up with your other leg to help stretch. 1 minute there, switch it over, 1 minute there, then bring it back, push down on that front thigh, so you stretch forward this way with your foot on the ground, and then same thing on the other leg, push down. And again, take your time stretching so that you feel much more relaxed and able to kick high and not injure yourself. All right, go for it. All right, so I'm going to ask you guys to work on a sparring combination now. And again, I want you to try to do this on a pillow or do it with a parent holding or on your sparring buddy if you made one. Or if you have your own wave master, that's even better. So the first thing you're doing is starting loose, hands up, slide inside. Okay, do about 10 of those, slide inside. Next thing I want you to do is add your side and then a round or a hook if you're doing a more advanced level like purple belts and above. So I'm going to slide inside, hook. Okay, again, slide inside, hook, or I could do my slide inside round. As soon as I've done that about 10 times, I'm going to add my hands. So I come in, 1, 2, punch, punch, punch. All right, so now we're going to do all 5 of those moves 10 times. Next thing we're going to do is add another evasion technique. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and now maybe it's a pick up, side kick, or maybe it's a reverse side kick, or maybe it's a jump round kick. You could add any number of different moves to that. But make sure you're still moving at the back, kicking at the back. Go ahead and do that 10 times, and now you're good and loose. Defensive, I want you to think about just evade, counter with a front kick. Or evade, side kick. Or evade punch. Or jump, reverse side kick. Or jump to the side round kick. Work on some defensive timing. You could have somebody say go, and you have to react. Try that. Okay, you ready? So first thing we're going to work on is our one step. I want you to think about keeping your hands up throughout on one steps number 1, 2, and 3, depending on which ones you're doing. Again, tigers, you only have to worry about number 1. Kids, you only have to worry about 1 and 2. Unless you want to, you can join in on 3. But again, it has to be good technique. Now, as you do the first one, if you don't have or you didn't build your own kicking buddy yet, your own sparring buddy, maybe you have a parent that could hold a pillow or something like that. But what you want to do is you want to start and evade to the side, your right. And again, my hands are up. I pick up number 1 front kick, back fist, keeping that other hand up. That's advanced arm base. Come back, pull that knee in for your side kick, put it down, turn around, use your other leg, side kick, and land. So that's number 1. Again, if you have a pillow and a parent to do that with, it's going to be a lot more fun. I want you to try to do that at least 10 times with really good technique. And if you don't do a good front kick, then start over again. Make that one not count. Number 2, instead of jumping to the side, you're going to step back and do an inner crescent kick, turn around, reverse side kick, advanced arm base, punching middle, punching high, and then stepping back, right leg, advanced jump front kick, and land forward. And that one again, at least 10 times. If you have a brother or sister who can step and punch, that's okay too, but it's nice to have a target that you're hitting. Number 3, still in with your right foot back, you're going to sidestep and low block. You're going to bring your right leg up and around, outer crescent kick, inner crescent kick, outer crescent kick, punch high, right round kick, and land forward key up. So that's number 1, 2, and 3, 1 step. And on each of them, at least 10 times. I wouldn't do them all together necessarily either. Do 10 on one, then 10 on the other, then 10 on the other, so you get good habits. Go ahead and practice. Okay, purple through red belts, these are the self-defense. There are 2, both start with a grab and punch. On number 1, Mrs. Siegel will defend. On number 2, I'll defend. For the purposes of practicality, we're going to start with a left grab, right punch, since most people are right-handed. So on number 1, as I grab and punch, she's going to trap and block. And then she's going to use the radial nerve stun, brachial plexus origin stun, knee strike to the common peroneal, and then step back, spiral takedown. One more time. I grab and punch, trap and block, radial nerve, brachial plexus origin, knee strike to the common peroneal, and spiral takedown. On number 2, switch sides. On number 2, she's going to grab left punch, or left grab, right punch, block, and again, kind of like that double outer knife hand. I'm coming in with the jugular notch, palm strike to the face. Collapse the hand, grab a finger or 2, inverted finger lock down, 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 follow with a knee strike, and throw face down, scan, and exit. One more time. From the grab and punch, startle, block, trap, jugular notch. 2 fingers fast and straight down into that jugular notch. Follow immediately with a palm strike to the face. They're still trapped. Smush the hand on your body, peel a finger. Down, down, down. Follow with a knee strike and toss, prone position, scan and retreat. All right, guys, so now we're going to take a little time working on our weapons. If you want to right now, you can pause, go get some water if you haven't already, and then come back, and we're going to go through the weapons form. So I'm going to continue. Go ahead and pause it. So you start, hands meet together, chitty up, kyung-nae. I'm doing mirror image, so I'm holding it in my left, but you would be holding it in your right if you're following along. I step out to Jumbi, and when I hear Shijak, which is begin, I step back with my right foot and bring my live hand up. Remember, bring it over your shoulder. As you pick up your front leg, hop, and 1 triangle strike. Lift that front leg and hop, 2 triangle strikes. Lift up that front leg and hop, 3rd triangle strike or hip hip array. You can do it with a twirl or without a twirl. Either way, and as you get more advanced, you can have those 360s. Now I'm into my figure eights. I'm gonna stop it by catching it under my arm, and hopefully I grab it with my shoulder. My live hand's still up. Now, if you're advanced, you can do your figure eights into your 360s, and then bring it up, reverse figure eights, also 360s, and then you bring it down and catch it. And we're gonna add our jump front kick with a key up, or advanced kick key up, land, snap it out and catch it. And then we go to our X strikes. Up and over the shoulder, catch it once. Up and over the shoulder, catch it twice. Up and over the shoulder, 3 times the charm. And now it's in our left hand. Now for this, you might have to back up and start on the other side of the body. Same idea though. 1, 2, 3. Figure eights. Catch, add your key up. Snap, twirl 1, twirl 2, twirl 3, and now it's in the right hand. Now since we're going forward, I'm going to just switch my feet and I'm going to do my helicopter. And then, butto, swing it in front, catch it, and on shoot, bring it into your right side and bow. Excellent. Practice that. That's going to look really good. Pay attention to how you move. Go. All right, well, that was fun. Now, if you want a little bit more fun, you can take a break right now, set up some pillows on the floor, practice your shoulder rolls, your cartwheels, right? Have a little fun with that, and then come back. And we're going to go through our form segments now. So right now, all we're going to do is try to do the form segments, and you're going to do them on both sides of your body. Okay, so the first segment, we step out with our right foot. We step out with our left foot. For song 4, we're starting with our left foot stepping out. That's camel belt form. We're going to bend our knees, cross arms, and step into a middle stance, twin inner form block. Target with the right hand, 1, 2. Make sure they're good rechambers. Same thing on the other side of the body, except you drop your left hand. Next segment is going to be the sparring stance, double outer form block. As we pick up our back leg, we're going to do our round kick, put it down, feet together, turn, pull your left knee in for your side kick, and when you land, back fist high, and if that is your left hand, it's your first key up. Same thing going the other way, right? Round kick, reverse side kick, and back fist. Take your time to work on a good round kick rechamber, and then same thing, pulling your knee in tight when you do your side kick and pulling it back in, and hand and foot timing. All right, go ahead and do that. All right, now I'm pretty sure you guys did a good job on that, and you know if you did, I mean, use your integrity on all of this stuff, right? All right, so now when we work on segment 3, we're going to start in a front stance. We're going to take our right hand on top, left hand straight, slide down the arm and pull it back for our low block, hug it underneath, palms out for our inner form block, target and punch high. Step on line, bring your back knee all the way in tight, tight, tight. When you bring that body around, try to think about pulling your knee into your chest, right? As you finish your chamber, side kick and knife hand strike midsection, and you're in a middle stance. Same thing on the other side of the body, right? 1, and 2, and 3. Step, bring that knee all the way in tight, side kick, knife hand midsection. Middle stance at the end. All right, 10 times, go. All right, that was pretty good. Now you're going to do segment 4. And segment 4 is a back stance to a sparring stance. Again, both sides of the body if you're working on kids or adults. I cross whichever foot is in front, that hand on the inside, palms out. I'm going to come at you a little bit more. We're going to bring those hands straight across, but in the direction our foot is going, not over here. Okay? As we bring our hands up, back knee comes up, advance one stance length on the jump front kick, put it down. Now use your other leg, and I'm gonna end up facing backwards from you, but that's okay, this is how you're gonna practice it. Number 2 front kick, and then it's a sparring stance, double outer forearm block. Okay, so let's do it going this way so you can see it again. I switch feet, but you're gonna end up doing both sides of the body anyway. I start with twin inner forearm block. I'm gonna do my jump front kick, put it down. Number 2 front kick, double outer forearm block in a sparring stance. 10 times, and you'll have done the whole form. Good job. Everybody in the purple through red belt group, we're gonna go all the way through the form. Now I think there's already a video that I made of NWA1, and I'm gonna go through it the way you would be doing it, so it won't be mirror image. But I want you to watch it so you can kind of get an idea. So I'm facing forward as I bow, ATA. My left foot adjusts out to the side for Jumbi. Make sure you're not too wide, because as you start, as with any form, you want to make that transition dramatic. So first thing, look, bend your knees, reach back, and as your foot steps to a back stance, fast double outer knife hand block. You're going to step over, twist your back foot, horizontal elbow. Make sure that you're like a punch straight across, vertical punch, and slap right into the forearm. Boom. Then step back on line, make sure your hands are up. Inner crescent, bend your knees when you land. Continue to turn through the crescent kick, bring your hands in front. Pull your knee in tight, throw a good side kick, and re-chamber, and prepare for your reinforced back elbow. Prepare and land reinforced back elbow. Your weight should be shifting towards your back leg. You're gonna look over your right shoulder, prepare for a double outer forearm block, sparring stance, double outer forearm block. On the repeat round kick, take your time, pivot, bring the knee into position. Round kick knee level, round kick head section, and double outer forearm block in your sparring stance again. Now we repeat, other side of the body. I look over my right shoulder, I reach my hands out, I place my foot in a back stance, keep the weight on the back leg, double outer knife hand block. Reach out with your front hand, prepare your back hand, turn your foot, horizontal elbow. Step back on line, bring the hands up. As you finish your inner crescent kick, bend your knees for balance. Keep the rotation going, hands up. Pull the knee in tight, execute a good side kick, and this time, on the reinforced back elbow, there's a key up, and I still lean towards the elbow. Now, I'm gonna step up with my left foot and do the same double outer forearm block, round kick with the other side of the body. Double outer forearm block in a sparring stance, pivot, point the knee, round kick high, and sparring stance, double outer forearm block. Go ahead and go through that on your own. Let's say 10 times, go. All right, so hopefully you did that 10 times, feeling pretty solid. I hope you made sure you corrected for balance, worked on good hand and foot timing. Using that integrity, that yes I can attitude is gonna get you there. Second half, we're gonna take our left foot up and around, feet together, face backwards. Step up and around, feet together, facing backwards. Both hands come to your left side, on the ribs and on the collar, and you step out with your right foot and execute your square block. Hands come up, I'm gonna pivot slightly on my right for a front kick and then re-chamber like a side kick for my side kick. Prepare and land with a vertical punch middle in a front stance and vertical punch high. Target midsection, we're gonna step into a back stance and punch key up, hug, knife hand strike. That hand stays up. My back foot comes in front of me all the way around till I land feet together, and I'm gonna execute my front high-low block. Now my right hand is up, and my right side steps back stance, double outer knife hand block, target, reverse horizontal spear hand to the eyes or throat, turn and look over your left shoulder, get your heel off the ground, throw a reverse outer crescent kick, and I'm gonna do this facing the other way, but you will know it when I do the other side. If the kick goes this way, outer knife hand block the other way, and punch middle. Back foot, up and around till I face the back wall. Now I'm stepping to my left. Back stance, square block, pre-pivot, throw a front kick and then a side kick, key up on the side kick. Keep the hands up. Front kick, rechamber like your side kick. Side kick, rechamber. Prepare your left hand, vertical punch middle, vertical punch high. Drop it down, step in your back stance, punch middle, hug, knife hand high. The last 6 meters, keep your knife hand high, step to your knife hand, feet together facing the front. Bring your elbows together, front high low block. Step back, now my left hand is up, into a back stance, double outer knife hand block. Target, spear hand to the eyes or throat. Look over your right shoulder, get your heel off the ground, and reverse crescent. And as you land, you're going to do a left outer knife hand, right punch middle. Step backwards to Bado. And your foot comes in on shoulder. All right, this is the soda can challenge. So I want you to find 3 empty soda cans. And then what we're going to do is we're going to stack them up and we're going to see if we can kick them one at a time and use our balance and use our control with our abdomen standing up into your kick. So you got to work on your abdomen really, really strong. So you got your 3 cans stacked up and you could start maybe hip level at first. Pick your knee up, hold your body position. Execute 1, then 2, then 3. See if you knock them all down without knocking over all of them at once. If you really want to make it tough, try to do a hook kick, round kick, hook kick. And what I want you to do is film it and then send it to me. I want to show it off to everybody else. Maybe you got an even more challenging thing than that. Let's see.